Hey everyone, Mav Everlasting here. So you might have seen my video out there on the 10 likes I have about my Ford Maverick Hybrid. Um, and so I thought I'd just go ahead and make a video of 10 things that I'm not so fond of. I say it like that because there's not really anything I truly dislike about the Ford Maverick. It is my dream vehicle still. Um, so yeah, so these are just going to be, 10 things that over the week I've been driving it, which I know isn't very long, but I have driven it a lot of miles, getting close to 3,000 here, so 3,000 miles on it, so lots of driving with it, more than a week's worth of experience. But so without further ado, here we go, and let me talk about the 10 things that I'm not so fond of, or annoyances, I guess, with it. So starting off is just in the tail bed here. I just wish there was some extra storage underneath here. Maybe Ford could have gone ahead and created something like the secret compartment on the side, just had it in the middle. You can turn the dial, open it up, and then you have just like a small space underneath there to go ahead and do that stuff with. Um, but yeah, just kind of wish they had something like that under there. Um, Second, more something like in the back here too, that they could have created more space, instead of just pulling this down. All that's behind the seat is just basically the bed wall, and then your jack stuff and everything like that stored behind there, like creating more of a pocketed space that you could at least put some blankets or some survival sort of stuff behind the seats and things like that. Just a place to put extra stuff. I think would have been cool, but all these things requires Ford to heighten or put less clearance below, which is already very low clearance, and or lengthening the truck, and that would make it, I guess, less compact. So I get the compact image, I guess, just with the compact truck, like you lose that kind of stuff. But like the Santa Cruz has the compartment under the bed and all that kind of stuff, so Ford could have done it too, I think. They could have put that somewhere. The only spot that we really have for that is just underneath the seats, which, if you're like me and have the hybrid, some of that's taken up by the battery. So yeah, I just feel like there could be more space to kind of put stuff. I know I'm going to be constantly going like, where do I put this? And I'm going to have that space under the seat already filled up. And other than that, it's just there, or your center console, put some stuff in there, or the glove box. Other than that, though, you just got to throw stuff in your bed, and then you have stuff rattling around in your bed. So I just feel like there could be more space. That's kind of the biggest downfall I have with this. Let's see. Number two. I already kind of talked about it in the 10 likes, but having Android Auto and Apple CarPlay wireless, I just really hope Ford brings that around soon here for the Maverick. Doing the wired is just so inconvenient, especially for me. My phone is kind of going on a lot of years, so it's starting to kind of downgrade itself, and one of those spots is the charging port. The little chip in there or something in there is loose, and it's not recognizing the cable all the time. So if the cable even just moves very slightly from like a bump I go over, it automatically disconnects, and then it just goes to, if I'm playing music, it just goes to no music. It doesn't even switch over to like default radio or Sirius XM or any of that stuff. If your cable gets disconnected on your phone, it just stops playing, even though the phone's still connected by Bluetooth and all that kind of stuff. It just stops. So then I have to put the charger back in again, charging cable back in, and then it recognizes it. Then it has to load and start resuming the music and navigation and all that kind of stuff. So it's just very, very annoying. I literally can't use Android Auto because of that. So if it was wireless, there wouldn't be any problems with that. It would just stay connected by wireless, Bluetooth, however they want to, hook it up wirelessly. That's, it would do that. So yeah, they need to roll a patch out for the software so that, that's literally all it is. It's just a patch update, but whatever. Number 3, kind of what everybody says still about, every new model year coming out. Ford really has to split the bed. It doesn't annoy me as much as I thought it would. Like when I was waiting for it to come in and everything, everybody kept talking about it. It was definitely one of my biggest pet peeves. Like, yeah, you should be able to do that. Like, I could do it in my SUV I had before this. And I really like that feature. But yeah, in here you can't. So it's just a major inconvenience that it all lifts up as one entire thing. Like, how hard would that be just to separate it? But it is what it is. Let's see, it was number 3. Number 4, hang on. Number 4, the Sirius XM antenna on the top, which I know this is kind of nitpicky. Like, it's not like don't not buy a Ford because of this, but it's something to take into concern. It just seems really high. I guess most antennas are probably similar length for the satellite and stuff like that, but I don't know. Other vehicles don't have to place its center on the back there. I think it's just kind of weird that it's back there. But I guess if it was up front, that would look really weird too. So I don't know where else they can exactly put it, but just with having a very short, low-hanging garage, it's a little annoying. Like, it's just literally too long to where, like, when I'm backing out, it hits the very top part of my garage here, which is solid, like wood. It doesn't hit the door at all. It looks like it might kind of hit the door here, but it doesn't hit the door. It just literally gets to here, and it'll just go whoosh, and it sounds like I just snapped, like literally just ripped off a piece of my truck and ruined it. But I've been doing it for an entire week now. It always does it backing out. When I'm coming in, for some reason it doesn't hit it, because it's slanted, I guess, like that. But when I'm going out, yeah, it definitely makes a big bang or noise, and it's just like, what the? Gets me every time, scares the crap out of me. But so far it hasn't been, hurt yet. It is just rubber. So yeah, but hopefully it stays intact. But I can't do anything about it. It is what it is, and I can't hide in my garage. I can't change my garage or alter it. So, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, that's that's one dislike I have. It's just personal to me, but that's what it is. So. Okay, number 5 is that, with getting the highest trim package and everything like that, I have the Lariat Lux pack. I have the Lariat trim, and then I have the Lariat Luxury package. I have all the added works, really, and even with all that, your front passenger seat doesn't come with the 8-way automatic controls that the driver's seat has. That's kind of weird. Guess Ford just expects that we're all just cruising around solo in this nice vehicle. You know, I mean, it's the only other seat that moves forward or backwards or anything like that. Like, why not just put those controls on it? It wouldn't be that hard. Just some extra, you know, wires linked up to it and some cheap plastic buttons to toggle them. But, you know, okay, Ford. Yeah, I just think that's kind of weird. I know it's a cheap vehicle, and I know it's budget conscious and all that kind of stuff, but come on. You know, you've gone this far. It looks so great. I mean, for a budget vehicle, and you know, it's very luxurious when you're on the highest trim. Like, it's very, very nice. So why not just include that, Ford? Yeah. All right, number 6, and it's kind of another kind of personal dislike, and it's not even one that I'm really too concerned with all that much, but it's just one of those that I noticed and I think could be improved, but would just be with the glove box. All my other vehicles have always had a key so that you can lock the glove box, but I noticed the Maverick doesn't have a key to lock it with. It's not too important or concerning to me, especially with this truck, because being on the highest trim and everything like that, and lots of good safety features. I can just walk away from the vehicle with the keys in my pocket, and it completely locks it and turns it off and all that kind of stuff. You can't get into the truck without having the key near, you know, or anything like that. You know, so it's a very safe vehicle. I don't have to worry too much about people getting into it. Plus, the vehicle is usually always in my garage when I'm home. I've got cameras and everything all around my house and garage, so not like I really care about it too much, but you know, it's just one of those things. It's very easy, it's very cheap. I mean, you could probably buy like a $10 you know, lock out there yourself and just, you know, drill a hole next to it, put the lock in, and you're good to go. But you know, it's just one of those things. If you know, it's so simple that, you know, and most other vehicles include something like that, so why not include it? Number 7 is another kind of personal one to me. Being that I just bought my first home and just got a nice new home with a garage and everything like that a couple years ago. All my other previous vehicles have always had some remote or garage door opener buttons on the mirror itself, and highest trim again, all the technology in here, but can include some simple little garage remote door openers. Seems kind of funny. This mirror is just a basic bare bones kind of mirror, so, and kind of odd, but yeah, guess it is what it is again. But yeah, I just thought, you know, that's a dislike of mine. I was really hoping to actually set those buttons up and use them with this vehicle. My last vehicle, I just never got around to trying to set it up. Didn't matter to me because I knew I was going to get a new vehicle sometime anyways, and I never really set them up here. But yeah, I can't use those now, so now, yeah, it is what it is. But good thing my garage door I can remote from my phone, so I can always just open my phone and open it. But yeah. Number 8 is just with the LCD screen here, and this is a dislike of a lot of people's as well. Not something particular to the hybrid. It's, you know, EcoBoost, every single trim, whatever. You always just get that LCD screen there, standard, and just like with everybody else, I just wish Ford would create a model year where they extend that screen all the way over getting rid of that cubby space. I know people are starting to get more fond of the cubby space. They're doing all kinds of stuff with it. Ford wanted this truck to be one of those trucks that you could just, print stuff and create your own modules and stuff like that and whatnot. But yeah, I would like a larger screen. You know, stuff like they're doing in all the electric vehicles or like the Mustangs and stuff. You got like the curved displays coming in now and goes from like all the way over to your side of the door, all the way over to the passenger side, pretty much almost. It's like those things are wicked cool. But yeah, so meet us in the middle for it. Just extend it over a couple more inches. That's all we're asking. I just think that'd be pretty cool. So number 9 is going to be another thing in terms of the entertainment screen that we've got. I think it's so pretty odd that Ford has like Sync 4 and all of its other vehicles now currently, and yet with the Maverick, they still just continue to give us the scraps, the hand-me-downs, and we're just stuck on Sync 3 still, even in the 2024 model year. So I just think it's like, come on, Ford. Again, that's just software. It's not extra technology or anything like that they have to put in. It's just a software patch, software update. Like, just upgrade us to Sync 4. I mean, it's the same thing with laptops. If you have a laptop right now and Windows all of a sudden just made a Windows 12, would you have to go out and get a new laptop or add another part or anything like that to your laptop? No. You would just download the Windows 12 operating system from whatever manufacturer made your laptop, or no, you'd go to Microsoft's website and you would just download that software patch, install, and then there you go. You're on a completely different interface and everything. Same thing with this. You just would connect to your Wi-Fi at home, do the wireless updates, automatic wireless updates that are programmed on here, and Sync 3 would just download and then install, and then you would have Sync 4. So it's just like, come on, Ford. I don't know. I don't get that kind of stuff, but whatever. It is what it is. All right, and number 10, last dislike here on the list is just going to be with the engine. I still think it's weird, especially going up to, again, the luxury package and Lariat trim and everything, how we're still stuck with just a seeable engine, messy engine view. Like we just bought some 2010 era vehicle, and yeah, it's just like, can't make a plastic cover at all, something that would cost like $20. Can't just use the cheap synthetic plastic you put all over in the dash and cabin area. Can't just create a little bit more of that, make it black and put it over this mess to hide this mess, make it like look nice and clean and superior and all that. But I guess again, it is what it is, but it's kind of what we're stuck with. But yeah, thank you for watching this video, everybody. I know a lot of this stuff is just kind of picky, and you're probably expecting a lot more, but like I said, there's no dislikes that I really have on this vehicle. It was so hard for me to even come up with those. I just would rather talk about the things that I love about it. It's just such a great vehicle. It's my baby. I'm still super pissed about this little tiny nick up here on the paint, but hopefully, yeah, you can even see it here. Oh no. But yeah, hopefully I'm gonna get that repaired here. I got a paint chip repair kit coming, and so hopefully we get that repair it up here. And yeah, other than that, like I said, thank you for watching. I know everything's nitpicky, but that's kind of just the stuff I have. I notice how in the video I didn't say anything about how it drives or functions or any sort of that stuff, because that stuff is all fantastic. And hey, that's what we all want in our vehicle, right? Is for it to be reliable, to get us around safely, to drive and stuff like that, well, to be comforting, to sit in, all that kind of stuff. Super good. So yeah, thank you for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.